Hi guys, welcome back. This is Rosie. Today's video is gonna be me just pretty much going over my May budget, the overall budget. So, as I have stated, I am a veteran, so I do get a compensation pay from the VA, and I also do massage therapy. But because of COVID-19 and all of the stay-at-home orders, I am not doing massage at the moment. So this would just be me going through all of the bills that I have, and then I will go over my monthly layout as well, written down. So let's see. Okay, so let's get started. You know what? I'm gonna take these out. It'll probably make my life easier. Just move this to the side, and I'll show later what I do with the rest of the pages inside of the budgeting binder or budgeting calendar planner. Goodness, I'm saying every word but what it is. Okay, so for the first, I have to pay electric and rent. So that's going to be PWC for my electric. And that's electric, water, and sewage all together. And then my rent, those are what are due on the first. On the second, I always have my car note due. And I've already filled out these beforehand just to make things easier. I haven't put the actual dollar amounts down on them yet, and that's just because I actually have another sheet that I put the dollar amounts down on. But this helps me keep up, and I can just tick it off. And also, just in case something changes from what I thought it was going to be, then I would be straight. Okay, so for the 10th, my Apple Music comes out, which is Mother's Day. Beautiful. And then for the 15th, my mailbox will be due. And very soon, this will be going on to my business expense, into my business planner. But because I also get personal mail there, that's why I include it in my personal budget. But it's supposed to be a business expense because almost all of my business mail, no, not almost, all of my business mail goes to that mailbox. The 16th, I have my student loans. Okay, and then on the 17th, I have a house phone payment. So it says house phone, but it's really actually just a cell phone that I have in the house for my children if they need to contact me when I am not in the home. So that's why I just call it a house phone. And then I also have, on the 18th, I have a personal loan that's always due. And I think this is the last month for it. I have to check. I have on the 25th, my storage bill is due. This is also another business expense, but for right now, because I also have household goods in there, I keep this one sitting in my personal. But as soon as I move the rest of my household goods out of there, then I will be dedicating that one. It's just it's like a 15 by 20 unit that is filled with all of the business stuff that I do. Okay, then I have car insurance is on the 27th. Then we have internet is on the 28th. And I only have internet in my house. We use that just to watch whatever TV or anything, but I just recently got that because I really didn't believe in having internet in the first place. And then on the 30th, we have my personal cell phone. And we also have car wash. So because of the gig economy work, and I was doing like Uber and Lyft, that I do have a car wash that is personal that does come out, and it's a monthly thing, so I can get unlimited car wash. Now my cell phone can either fall on the 30th or the 31st. I am going to pay it on the 30th. I try to pay it the day before it's due, and then I just like to leave it on the 30th because every month other than February obviously has 30 days. So I just like to say, hey, make sure you pay that on the 30th, even if that month has 31 days. But it's usually due on the last day of the month. Okay, so that is good to go. And we're going to go ahead and put those right back in here. And that just helps me when I'm also like just doing certain things just to figure out what's going on as well. So I'm going to flip to the back. Each month in the back has its own set of budget sheets. And I haven't finished printing out all of the budget sheets for May, but I will be working on that. Coming up here soon. Oh no, what happened? There we go. Okay, I'm back. I had to go ahead and do a few things, which seems to always come up in all my videos before I could get back into this part. So I've already labeled what day that these are due on based off of what I already put on the calendar part. So we're gonna go with my my rent, and I'm just going to do the budget column, and then I'll close it out at the end of May, actually what I paid everything. So budgeted is, I'm also going to go with what is the amount I'm supposed to pay. So some of these things I might have money already on it, so it's already paid, and then other things, it just might be something else. Give me a moment. Okay, so for rent, we're going to go ahead and zoom you in. Okay. Okay, we got rent at 601. We've got our electric, water, sewage at about 190. Now, that can vary because of my children. Obviously, that can vary. So it can go from as low as like 150 up to about 220. But for average, since I've been living here, when I averaged it out, I'm at about 190. So 190 is like what I want to be at. I'm actually trying to get me lower to about 180, 175, and I'll see if I can do that. I have to constantly remind my children, hey, we need to turn stuff off. Okay, and then we've got the car note at $495. Yes, I know that's pretty high. I'm working on my credit to also be able to refinance that car and get that taken care of. We've got Apple Pay or Apple at $11, and that's just my Apple Music subscription. I think that's the only thing I pay with Apple. I try to pay everything out by the year, but I think that's the only thing I pay monthly. I have to check. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that I do pay monthly. Okay, and then we've got for my mailbox, that's coming up for renewal. I usually pay every 3 months, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go to 6 months or to a year, so I'm not sure. And so far, from what I'm being told, I am either gonna have to pay like 162 or 300. I have to find the paper. Yeah, so I haven't figured that one out yet. So for now, I'm just gonna put it at what I normally pay, which is $87 for 3 months. But it's cheaper if I pay for the 6 months over the 3 months, and it's cheaper if I pay for the year over the 6 months and the 3 months. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what's going to be best for me and what I can put into my budget for this month. So for now, we're just going to go with the 87. And then I've got Nelnet, which is my student loan, that's at 178. And so all my numbers are rounded up too. If I haven't said that before, I really I will work with change, but I don't like working with change in my budget when I'm just budgeting. So I will go in and I'll round everything up to the whole dollar. And of course, when I go in and do the actual amounts, you will see the actual amount I paid down to the penny, the last penny that I paid on it. And then I just go from there. And of course, any change that's left over, that either stays in my account or I have a change jar if I have change on me, and it goes into here, and then that also goes into my account. I either wrap it or one of my banks, I can just pour it into like their own little Coinstar machine that doesn't charge you. Okay, so house phone for 23. And then my personal loan is going to be 88. My storage unit is usually about 150 with the insurance. I have to check and see if the insurance is still on it, because I am paying renter's insurance. I already paid my renter's insurance policy up for the whole year, my personal one, so I want to make sure that I'm not still paying the storage one, because without the insurance on it, it should be 140. But for right now, I'm going to put 150, and we're just going to rock with 150. Car insurance is about 153. Or 154, I'm sorry. So with car insurance, I have been getting some money back on my car insurance, especially because with us being on the stay-at-home orders for the COVID-19, my insurance company just automatically rebates you some of your insurance each month, unless you call them and tell them you're not driving at all. But they know I still drive, so they just know I'm not driving as much. They did contact me, and I did talk to them, and they were like, well, we're gonna rebate some of it back because you're not driving as many miles as you had expected to drive. But because I am a delivery driver and I do have delivery driver insurance, or rideshare insurance as they like to call it, I do pay a little bit of a higher amount for my insurance. Okay, so internet, this will be the first time I'll be paying this for this month. I finally got internet into the home to take care of the kids doing the at-home schooling, and to take care of like Netflix or Amazon Prime Video and all that good stuff that we like to watch, because we don't watch live TV. But I think I might have to end up probably just doing the local stuff. Okay, so that's going to be about $96 this month. And it's a bundle, so it's internet and home phone, but I'm not plugging that home phone up. And they just gave me that bundle because it actually brought my bill down $10. And then of course after taxes and everything, it went back up to 96. But it's like $84 for the bundle. But had I just done just the internet, it would have been about $95, and then adding taxes to that, it would have been over $100 I'd have been paying each month. And so my cell phone bill is about $81, and then that's including tax. Everything in here should it most likely has taxes included in it if it has taxes with it. And then the car wash is $35. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the car wash, just because, one, it's about 30 minutes away from me. It's on the other side of town. And at the time when I got the car wash service, there were more of those car washes around my city. But now a lot of them been closing down. So there's only like, I think 2 or 3 of them left in the city. And only one of them is close to me. But it's not always up and running like the other 2 that are on the other side of the city. So it's just one of those things where I'm paying $35, and it was, at first when I started paying $35, it was beneficial because the wash I get is normally about $20 something. So paying $35 after 2 washes, I had already saved money. But now it's like, I don't know, we'll figure this one out, because this one might just be an expense I can just go ahead and get rid of. But I do wash my car frequently, especially once everything starts opening back up and I start allowing customers back into my car for Uber and Lyft. I'm going to need to, have that, because it has the vacuum services and everything there. And that's why I like it. So, I was deciding if I was going to do it or not. But I think I'm just going to hold off for now on what my actual income is for the fixed income. I know how much it's supposed to be, but I think I'm going to hold off for now on how much it's supposed to be. I do know, though, that after calculating this all up, I am going to need to do a little bit extra driving this month to sit there and make sure that I can make all these bills. So I'm just gonna add these up and make sure that I'm doing everything correctly, and hopefully I can just speed through this. And this is just like one of those things where it also like helps you just figure out in your budget what you do and don't need. Like I said, I'm just adding the internet, so that's like almost $100 that I'm now adding in to my budget. So it somewhat sucks, but it is life. So we're at $2,189. That just means that I just need to make sure that what's coming in on my fixed income is going to take care of my fixed expenses. Normally it does, but obviously due to the situation that's at hand right now, that I might not be bringing in enough, and I might need to go ahead and pull in some more resources. And also probably do a little bit more driving and take some of that money that I put towards my weekly cash envelopes into some of these bills. But all that can always be settled. So thank you for watching this video. Please comment, and please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you like the content that I'm putting out and you would like to review more. My next video is probably going to be on my sinking funds and how I manage my sinking funds. And I also have for May 5th that paycheck coming up as well. So for May 5th, you will also see another paycheck budgeting video. So thank you very much. Bye.